Yes, this is a late show with Andre Walker and Ash Gould, and tonight we're going to be talking about the fact that the Blade Runner group have now been destroying ULEZ cameras. 11 destroyed so far and 17 have been significantly damaged. We're going to be taking your calls on that subject. It's 0344 499 1000. Calls just charged at your normal rate. You can text the word TALK plus your message to 87222. Ash is looking a little bit funny, so do you know what I'll do? I'll introduce Lois Perry, who is our guest co-host for this evening. Lois, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you for having me once again.
I haven't done no well, so hey.
I actually didn't mean it like that, but yeah, you can go for it. Go for it.
Okay, look, I'm going to do a monologue after Ash has done his opening newspaper review. But Lois, I just want to talk to you very quickly about this whole issue of ULEZ and the fact that now net zero is being forced upon us in a way that perhaps we just didn't expect, because there was no debate in Parliament.
There was no debate in Parliament. The Climate Change Act was just literally waved through. There was no debate. It was Ed Miliband actually pushed it through a number of years ago. And, net zero has never really been properly talked about. Of course, it was in the manifestos, but people were focused on Brexit and people had no real concept of what it actually meant. Now, I've been banging on about this for 2 years, and I've had a lot of abuse because of it. And now a lot of the things that I've been talking about are coming to fruition. People can't drive, people can't pay their bills,
Lois, I also want to say you've also been talking for about 90 seconds, and that has given Ash time to get a microphone.
Yeah.
So well done. Jesus, you cannot get the staff. Over to you, Ash.
I was just trying to help the environment. Hit the jingle, man.
This is TalkTV News.
Right, let's start with the Guardian. There's some nice recipes there. And a woman with pink hair as dancing in the street, the Edinburgh Festival begins. Yeah, no anti-Semitic cartoon in there. There's something a bit disappointing. The Daily Express, King's private vigil marking anniversary of Queen's death. Harry and Meghan aren't invited. And at last, home for victims of 1 billion pension injustice. And there's a lovely picture of Angela Rippon. Just for your own comfort. Right, OK, FT weekend hopes rise of peak mortgage rates. That's good news, isn't it? And charity bank amassed steep paper losses as bond... I don't know what that's about. Naval carriers back in action. I think it's the only one we've got. Here, have that, Lois. Bang on the head. The weekend high street banks must do more for savers, says BOE governor. And 30 ways to save time in every area of your life. Just do everything much quicker than you would normally, and you'll save quite a lot of time. The Daily Mirror, skint £6.5 million lotto like, now a decorator. And he says life's much better. Of course he's lying. It's much better to lie at home with £6.5 million and have to get up and do painting and decorating. And a free £2 bet. There you go. The Independent, it's very small. I'll be exonerated, says influencer Tate, after winning appeal against house arrest. Yeah, so and ministers condemned for shameful eviction of Afghan refugees. 8,000 ordered out of hotels within weeks, and 1 in 5 face homelessness. And the Daily Star, and of course it's the biggest story of the night. And a moose stabbed me in Skeggy. Be careful if you're in Skeggy. There's a knife-wielding moose. Joe Pasquale it was, narrowly avoided death after tripping over and impaling himself on a moose antler in Skegness. So be careful, man, especially you're out with Pasquale. He's a very dangerous man when around a moose. And a bad result for UK students. See for yourself in the Times, the Soaraway Times. Middle-class British pupils lose out top universities. That's because we're all dumbed down. And Giles Corrin, a perfect 10, my restaurant of the year, McDonald's. And babyface assassin, meet the youngest MP. And he looks about, he should be in bed. Did you see the coppers the other day? They've got coppers who are like 15 now. And the Daily Telegraph, this is a very serious story. The Daily Telegraph is saying children of 7 to get NHS trans treatment. This is a Daily Telegraph investigation. Service to replace Tavistock will also consider effective medical and mental health issues. And French spies rebuke Macron for Niger claim. And Navalny jailed in South. Navalny's got another 20 years. He went back to Russia. He just shouldn't have gone, should he? Why would you go back to Russia when Putin? And finally, the Daily Mail. £2.5 smuggle foreign criminals out of the UK. So they're doing a double service now. They're smuggling people in, and of course they've got spare room on the boat. They're taking out our dodgy criminals and they're putting them there. And happy birthday, Meghan, but not for the royal. See for yourself, it's not going to be a happy birthday for Meghan. And that's your papers. Back to Andrew.
OK.
Andre.